Have you always wanted to work in the medical field, but didn't want to spend so many years in college and also spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to get a degree to work in the medical field? Well, now you can work in the medical field without a specific degree. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 different medical business ideas that you can start today to start making income. And so these different medical field businesses are a little bit less traditional or less talked about in society. And so in today's video, I'm just going to break it down, share my screen with you all about some different websites that you can learn how to get started in these different fields. Before we get started, just hit that subscribe button. All right, so the first business I want to talk about is being a medical courier or a medical delivery person and just starting that business out. So what does a medical delivery business look like? So essentially a medical courier, you can actually work for a medical delivery service company, but what you do as a courier is that you collect and you pick up different medical equipment, or you pick up medical lab tests and you take it from one hospital to the other hospital. Or if you need to pick up some blood that was drawn at a hospital and they need to send it over to a lab, then you can do that also. Now, it does take a little bit of training to understand how to deliver these different things. So let's say you are bringing some blood samples from one hospital to a lab so they can study it. Well, you need to have your car at a specific temperature. You have to have them in certain type of casing. You have to make sure your vehicle doesn't roll so much, and things of that nature in order to properly transport medical equipment from one place to another. And so that's what sets it apart from other type of courier businesses, because yes, you can deliver, for example, mail, or you can deliver equipment or deliver a certain type of product. But with testing and in the medical field, you have a set way of doing it. You have procedures that you have to adhere to. And so it can be quite lucrative if you build that business out. And so you can start off by you being an independent contractor, you being an independent courier. You go to different dentist offices, doctor offices, different hospitals, you introduce yourself, and you can start independently delivering and transporting their goods from one place to another. And once you got the hang of that, that's when you start to hire other people and you buy more vehicles, you buy more vans, and you train your employees on how to do it. And then you take a step back, and now you're just managing all your delivery drivers in order for you to scale your business and make it more passive than before. Now I want to show you all a website where you can start being a medical courier before you start to build out your business. So this first website that I'm sharing with you all is called Associated Couriers. So on here, you can just go to careers, and then down here, you can look at current opportunities. And then from here, I'll take you to a list of different opportunities around the US. So if you're in Las Vegas, you can open one of their job openings up, and they talk to you about the different job responsibilities, the commitments, and things about the commission and perks. And so some of them, they do it per mile plus delivery fee and variable fuel surcharge. Maybe some of them do on a per hour basis. Maybe they pay by that. But you just look at the different opportunities out there around your area, and you can get started being a medical courier without much experience or an exact education requirement. Yes, you may be required to get a certification or some sort of licensing since you are dealing with private information. Here on Indeed, I just want to show you the average salary to start for being a medical delivery courier. You can see the average salary is around $202, and that can go as high as $400 in certain areas. And so starting off, you see the average price is around $200 a day. And so if you work a full week, that can give you $1,000 a week, around $4,000 a month. 4,000 times 12 is around $48,000 to $50,000 a year that you can start off in this field, in the medical field, without a medical degree, and you can get started scaling your business to hire out drivers. All right, so the second business in the medical field that you can get started today is by becoming a medical transcriptionist. So essentially, your job is to hear recordings from doctors and patients and to write them down into reports and correspondence. And so in this field, yes, it doesn't require medical school in order for you to become a medical transcriptionist, but you have to be familiar with the different terminology in the medical field. So becoming a medical transcriptionist is a great way to get started in building a medical transcriptionist company, because then you can scale your company and hire other transcriptionists in order for them to listen to recordings and transcribe them. Once again, with these medical field businesses, the main thing is network. You have to network with doctors around your area. You have to understand sales and negotiation, and you have to be able to market yourself as a trusted company when you get to that point. And so let's say you do start off just being a transcriptionist for a company. You can be familiar with the different offices around you, the different hospitals and laboratories around your area. And then when you come to set up your own business, they see a familiar face, they understand you, they know your work. And then that will make it better for you to grow, because now you already know the business and they are more familiar with you. So being a medical transcriptionist is another great way to get started. And just like the first business ideal of being a medical courier, being a transcriptionist, they start around the same salary, so you can expect to make anywhere between $40,000 and $60,000 a year, according to different job postings that I saw online. All right, so the third and final business that I want to talk about that you can get started in the medical field without a degree is being a medical billing service company. So essentially, medical billing services are services that doctors can use as a third party to take care of all their financials, all their billing between the patient, between the office, between insurance claims and different things of that nature. And so essentially, you're working with the insurance companies, processing the claims through the billing system that you have. And so what's huge in this field is that yes, you can start off just working in an office, understanding, working with a third-party billing system company, or you can start off just in-house, because some offices still do all their billings in-house. And that's a great way that once you're out of that position, you can come back to the office and say, hey, I actually have a business where I take care of all your financials, all your billings. And so you can acquire that side of their business in order to take care and handle all of that for them. Growing a medical billing service company, you have to have certain licenses, because you are dealing with insurance information, you're dealing with patient information, you're dealing with financial information, and so you have to be certified and make sure you're secure in processing all those different items. Another huge thing about creating a medical service billing company is acquiring or looking at the different software companies in the billing system, because yes, either you can build out, if you're really big into IT and building apps and building softwares, yes, you can do that yourself. But most of the time, most billing companies, they use a billing software in order for them to operate their billing company. And so essentially how it works, let's say you work for a doctor's office and they send you all their documents for the week, the different claims that you need to process, the different insurance companies that you need to contact. They send you all that information and you process all credit card information, all financials, all claim processing, but you have to do it through a app or a software system. And so you may use a third party or you can create your own. All right, so on this website, I just looked at different softwares in the medical billing software category. And you have all these different softwares right here. And then right here, there's this article about the average price of them. So this is a well-known one right here, Courier. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And they're around $200 to $250 per user per month. And so if you hire 2 or 3 people, yes, it does take a good amount of money. But with that, you can earn extra income, right? You can either charge them by how many claims you process, by how many people are on their account, or just a flat fee that you're going to charge them. And so you have to bake all of that into your business. All right, after having the software, you have to make sure you have a proper clearinghouse to process all your financials. And then from there, you just keep on networking with as many hospitals, laboratories, doctor offices, dentist offices, and all other medical offices that are out there in order to build your business. All right, you all, let me know down below which medical company that you are going to start in 2023. Are you going to be more on the delivery side and just start off with that? Or are you going to create a whole software company, or just use a third-party software company for your medical billing service company? Let me know down below. I'll talk to you all later. Make sure you all subscribe.